All right, now can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Sorry about that. All right. Yep, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I had it muted though. You should be able to hear me now. Can you hear me now? Do you see a picture with me down in the lower left-hand corner? Okay, well, turn your volume back up. And you can't hear me? Oh, okay. All right, so let's get into this now that we know that you can hear me. Anyway, Smoky Mountain Knife Works is a free catalog. It is something that you can order yourself. You go to smkw.com. You can order your own free catalog. Turn down this echo a little bit. And you can go through it yourself. But us doing it on here, we can talk about it. We can discuss it in the chat. I can give you my feedback on things. If you're kind of looking for a knife for yourself, whether it's for hunting, for just a tool, yard work, they have chef knives, anything. If it cuts, they carry it. So wonderful, native wild man. I'm glad you can hear me now. All right, we're going to dive right into this catalog. I'm sorry about the issues at the beginning. I am trying to work out this whole new OBS. I've always used StreamYard and stuff. I have used OBS a few times, and we're going to try to get used to this. So, all right, Smoky Mountain Knife Works. Hopefully, we can shine some light on some knives. Just look at some knives that they offer. Now, they do have, this is the Christmas album, um, Christmas Trappers 2022, but they do have Smoky Mountain Knife Works. Another catalog came out, and it's exclusives. And on the cover of that is the Smoky Mountain Valley Sunset Trapper. You see it there for $72.99. Now this is one of their carbon 1095 case knives, and it even says carbon right there on the bolster in 1095. And this is the newest one out right now. I really like this case. It comes in the trapper form. I'm not sure if it comes in the rest, but we're not going to look at that catalog right now. Hopefully you guys, if you want to see that. Mini fin is a great knife, fixed blade. Yeah, case mini, definitely. All right, so I'm going to kind of go through this quickly a little bit. Maybe not so quick, but definitely quick. Case has Ruby Stardust in Chironite. Now, Case is a great knife, great collectible knife. They come in a lot of different forms, and myself and my son, we collect the rust locks that look like this. And we have a few of those different types. I like how they've etched the case into the bolster there. All right. With these orders, you get a challenge coin if you spend $100 or more. We don't work for Smoky Mountain Knife Works. We don't get paid from Smoky Mountain Knife Works. We enjoy Smoky Mountain Knife Works. I've bought quite a few knives through them. We go to the Smoky Mountain Knife Works showcase anytime we get down around Tennessee. It's a great place. But they always have the newest knives. Havilon, I'm not real well, I don't know Havilon a lot, but I do see that they have interchangeable blades. So if you're going to be doing a lot of skinning, maybe you're a raccoon trapper or a hunter, or just process a lot of meat on the homestead, you could just you don't have to sharpen these. You just take them out, and you could sharpen them later, but you just take them off and put a new one in, and you can change out the blades real quick. They stay sharp that way, quick and easy. It looks like even these big everyday carries have some sort of a blade you can change out. Can you see this? See how that blade, you can change out that blade? You like the Texas toothpicks? We're doing good tonight, Native Wildman. Appreciate you being here. Share it out if you can. See if we can get some people in here. Bolt action out of the side automatics. These are ranging between 149 and 126. Black coated white smooth bone. Very nice. Bear & Son's a nice company. They make a lot of these butterfly knives. Now look, they even have a bone handled butterfly knife. That's pretty nice. You see all of them there. This one says 30th anniversary, etched right onto the blade. I'm glad you're doing well, Native Wildman. Did you ever get your chainsaw fixed? Okay. Let's take a closer look at these. This is Bear & Son too, some of their fixed blades. I'm really looking for a kukri knife. I need a new kukri. I want it to be somewhat around 18 inches, 18 to 22 inches. It's kind of hard to find. I do want it to be about, I don't know, 5/16 of an inch, or I want it to have a nice drop size, and I want it to have some weight to it so I can use it for hacking. Smith & Wesson M&P. Now these are a lot of knives you see around Walmart and stuff. They are a decent knife for the price. $18.99, $9.99, $11.99. Some of these are. Got the little Tonto drop points. Some of the recurves. This is a nice knife. $23. Nice little boot knife. And look at this multi-tool. That's pretty cool. And then we get into the Uncle Henry. Now, Uncle Henry is definitely good knives. I like Uncle Henry. Wonderful knives. See if we can get a closer look there. Too much to get fixed, bud. Well, I don't know how that could be, but I agree. I can see not wanting to spend some money. 3-piece set, Uncle Henry gift tin sets. This set here comes with 2 folders and a fixed blade. Uncle Henry, $24.99. See that price? $24.99. Wow, that's really good. And this hunting knife set has 3 blades. Let's see if I can get in a little closer. This it has 3 blades to it, and they all have the gut hook. Well, it has a gut hook and then a drop point and a skinner, all in a tin set. Really nice. I like that flat iron right there. Do you guys like the flat iron by Gerber? I came out, I think, the beginning of this year. Hen and roosters are heat treated bad? I've never had a hen and rooster, but I do like the look of some of their knives. Alright, now we're going to back off a little bit. This is the arm bar, slim drive. I like some Gerber knives. I've had some Gerber knives that have been decent. I got one of my, the very first son, the very first knife I got my son was one of these paraframes by Gerber. I think it was this one without the serration, and he used it for a long time, super long time. I like this three-piece set right here. Now this is back to Uncle Henry. It's got like a fillet knife, the gut hook, and the hunter knife there. Looks really nice. Now that is faux bone. That's the only thing with Uncle Henry. 25 bucks for 3 knives. Decent knives too. Uncle Henry's something you probably have for a long time. Something you can pass down for sure. They've been doing it for years. Then we move on to some more Gerbers. A lot of great Gerber knives. A lot of great Gerber sword or saws. Now these minimalist knives over here, I have this neck knife, and they don't show the other one, but I have another neck knife that my daughter got me. I really like this Tonto one here. 25 bucks, and I like them. They are small, like the blade's only like this, very small. Well, it says they're 5 1/8 overall. That's the handle and the blade, so probably a 3-inch blade or so, 2.5, 3-inch blade. But the CRKTs are really nice knives. I like all their knives. They make good knives. I did break the point on one, so there's no flex to them. They are pretty hard knives. They take an edge. They stay sharp. They take an edge and they stay sharp. Now they also make a cram bit here that's foldable. Foldable cram bit. Let's take a little closer look at that. You can see here how it folds up. I'll lift this up so you can see it a little better. But you can see how it folds up there with your thumb. You just push it down and pull it up, and it folds right into itself on a mechanism. They call them the Provoke folders. I like them. They're different colored. I'm not a cram bit fan, but that definitely looks like a pretty cool cram bit. Now with cram bits, there's a lot of movement involved. I mean, you're doing spinning on your fingers and stuff, so I don't know how the mechanism is going to work with all that, but okay. Kershaw's a great knife. A lot of people like Kershaw. I'm thinking about getting a Kershaw kukri actually. The launch 13 there at the top is $128, and they go down to as low as $89.99. Here's some more Kershaw folders. Federalist, Jetpack, the Esteem. What's some of your favorite? The Bronze M16 is nice, yeah? Uncle Henry's a brand you don't have, Native Wildman. Wow. Yeah, I like Uncle Henry. Let's see. What's that? Okay. Now you can see everything on the page. I'm going to try to zoom in just a little bit. There you go. Let's see here. It's a lot to get used to, but trying to make her happen. All right, zoomed in a little bit. I like these copper tool steel. These are made out of tool steel, these Kershaw blades. And I like the static linear. That's gold. That looks really nice. Zero tolerance knives. Now, if you can afford, that's right, you can get a zero tolerance knife for $17.99. Now, it's a Canadian belt knife. But look at this thing. It looks pretty cool. It doesn't fold. It's a fixed blade. It's got this big old belly on it. Canadian belt knife, but it's only $18 and it's a zero tolerance knife. Now this Finn Wolf, this red one here, for $45.99. Are you kidding me? That's a great deal. Zero tolerance knives are great knives. I think the most popular is probably the Zeidel T-Light right here. That's the most popular, or the Recon 1. A lot of people like that knife. That's $150. And these Combat, the 0350s, the ZTs, they call them, they're $188. I don't know if they had any Black Friday sales, but some more. Here's some Cold Steel. Now, Cold Steel is another great company. Excellent made knives. It's definitely something you want to put in your repertoire if you can afford it. Look at this Master Tanto. That'd be wonderful. You probably cut cans with that. They're super sharp. They hold an edge. They are a little salty, but this GI Tanto is only $35. It's all fixed. Hard spring tempered, razor sharp crown, 1055 carbon steel, broad Tanto point blade with black rust resistant finish, black polypropylene handle scales, integral Quillian guard, 12 inches overall, Securex sheath. And this code 4 folder, I think that looks really nice too. Some more Cold Steel. Got push knives, counterattacks. Now, More Knife is Swedish, I think. Yeah, Sweden, More Knives. And they're excellent knives. Now, a lot of people don't like them because of the fat handles. Some people love them because of the fat handles. But the fact that they're 300 years old, they've been making knives for 300 years, and they use some of the world's best steels to do it. Yeah, and they're stainless steel blade, but the edge that they put on there and the steel that they use, and it's just, you can tell they've been doing it for a long time. There's no, crazy things about them, but they work really well. More Knives are really well made knives. Lion steel knives, I don't know a lot about them. Looks like they're ranging between 208 and 188. It says they're using an M390 stainless steel blade on most of theirs, if that helps you out. The MKM knives, it says they're using G10s. G10 handles and carbon fiber scale. No, let's see what kind of. M390 steel also. M390 steel also. Mora's good, yes. I like Mora. Now the Viper knives, look at this Burris 2. $154. That thing is a fat knife right here. I love that. Drop point. Beautiful. Krubby the Beagle, welcome in. Welcome in, Krubby the Beagle. It's good to see you here. We're just talking about knives. Looking through the Smoky Mountain Knife Works catalog. This is a free catalog. We do not work for Smoky Mountain Knife Works. I was there when they opened. We go back quite a few times. I get their free catalog. They always have new knives. They have camping knives, Any kind of knife you can think of. If it cuts, they carry it. They carry all kinds of antiques. They carry signs. We don't get anything in retribution for doing this. I'm just basically, I go through this catalog and I thought, let's just go through it together. Maybe we can answer questions. Maybe somebody will talk about something. M390 is decent steel, yes. I don't have an M390 blade, but it should be good steel. Look at that burgundy osprey flipper. That's pretty cool. Cancept. Honey badger knives. You know those are good because honey badgers, they just don't care. I like this little mini black titanium stone wash. My neck knife looks about like that, but it's got the finger studs. 60 bucks. Nice. This is 154 cm stainless steels. Look at that XL for 78 bucks. That thing is 5¼ inches closed. Closed. Almost 10 inches maybe big. Open. Folder. Crazy. And then you can get the mini, which is 2 3/8 closed. Closed. Get the mini and the big one. Carrying both. Orange and green. That'd be cool. All right. Kaiser. QSP. Kaiser says G10 handles except where noted with pocket clips. And they use a 154 cm stainless steel blade. They got a lot of different designs there. I don't know a lot about them, so that's as much as you're going to get from me about those. Now the QSP knives, the top one's called the Woodpecker. That's pretty cool. The finish, satin finish, CPM, S35VN stainless steel blade, bead blasted, titanium handles. So titanium handles for 139 bucks. That's a great deal. Here's some mushroom knives by Mac. That looks nice. It's got the brush there to brush the dirt off. Oh my. It's so hard to control everything on these things. All right. But let's see what they're made out of. I think they're just mainly for cheaper, see, red electricians, you know, using for your everyday kind of stuff that you're not going to worry about breaking. Doesn't say what type of steel. Polished stainless steel blades. Italy stainless steel blades. Civivi, they range from $45 in this catalog to $74. So you can get the Hedros linear satin finish with 10 CR15 CO MOV brown micarta handle with the pocket clip for $59.50. And that looks like a pretty aggressive blade. I don't know if I like how thin the handle is. I'd probably have to go up to the brazen. And that handle looks, it's a coarse, green coarse micarta handle. I thought it looked too smooth, but that is green coarse micarta. And it is D2 steel, tool steel blade for 52 bucks. That's a great deal. You guys might want to note this down. It's WKCC2023F. That's WKCC2023F. That's a great deal right there. And the one above it's only 55. That's NCR18 MOV stainless steel blade, genuine ebony, so genuine ebony wood. For those of you that like the wood handle, that looks nice and real wood handle, and it's ebony, the hardest wood, one of the hardest woods, maybe the hardest wood there is. I think after ebony it goes bamboo, so this is WKCC801E, WKCC801E if you want that. $55. It might even be cheaper now. They might be having some sales, I'm not sure. Okay. Now, Next is Old Bear. Old Bear's got these rainbow handles. They got the wooden handles, and their locks are a little different. They kind of they're swivel locks. Uh, they call them collar locks, and basically they swivel on the collar. Different, huh? But they're for like whittling and um, everyday pocket carries. Really cool handles though. They range from $15.99 to $34.99. Of course, they have pocket watches. They have everything from Native American foundings to steam engines to Masonic to fire departments, grandpa, dad, and deer. Really nice too. And the gift pen sets probably all the same too. They have self-defense items. Um, we have a form of this. We don't have this one. It's an older form, but these are only $2.99. You put your fingers through here, and you have the cat ears. This is hardened plastic, so you just keep it on your keychain. You got a cat hanging there. If you ever need to, you have self-defense. You stick your fingers in there. You punch somebody with that, they're going to stop doing whatever they're doing. Now they do have the different sprays, and looks like they got some M-Tech handcuffs for $16.99 in case you want to put your kids in the corner. Kidding, of course. They have the Daisy BB gun pew pews. They don't sell any pew pews in here unless they're air powered. So toys. Now they do have grunt style clothes, which is pretty cool. Let me readjust here. Sorry. The grunt style clothes, men's American Spartan, men's Friegel Sports Gray, men's ammo. The flag looks like it's ammunition. Let's see if I can zoom in on that a little bit. Try to zoom in on some of this a little bit so you guys can see it a little closer. Men's rifle flag in heather all the way over to the left. Then they have your groove belts. You know, there's no holes. You just pull it however tight you want, and then push the thing to let it loose. They do have it in American flag and camo, which is pretty cool. See those up there? I like those. Those are $59 and $64 for a belt. That's quite a bit of money, but might be the only belt you ever need. Sorry, I muted you. It says whiskey helps down here on this grunt style. I'll have to go back to the full size. Down here on this grunt style, you can see here, it says whiskey helps. Whiskey helps hat. Those are $24.99. The shirts are $25, and the sweatshirts are $44.95 for grunt style. They have all kinds of socks. These look like they're $10 a pair. They have Bob Ross. They have Mr. Rogers. They have Possumable, Awesomable, which is like a possum saying awesome. They have Marcia. They have men's Whoop Ass, and they got men's Pugtastic Purple. Oh yeah! Then they got Drake Apparel. If you know what Drake Apparel is, it's like a camo hunting type thing. They have Graphite Heather. They got all the different Columbia, Under Armour. And the Under Armour and stuff that they have is all kind of outdoor related. Or this is the Blitzering U.S. flag. Here's Antlers, Tent Black, Deer Down, Freedom Fury. It says Freedom. And then they have the performance fishing gear attire too. Native Wild Man likes whiskey. What are we drinking tonight, Native? Maui Jim. Oh, how long's it been? Half an hour? All right, I'll probably stay on there another half an hour or so, talk about this stuff, so we might go through this a little bit faster. The Rapala fillet knives, those are amazing. I have both sizes of these, and I have a small one. This Rapala's right here. I'm gonna zoom in on this so you guys can see these Rapalas. If you guys are fishermen and you don't have one of these Rapalas, um, well, you're missing out. This is the best fillet knife there is. I don't care what you say. You can bring any kind of fillet knife you want to me, and I know it isn't better than this Rapala. All right, I can cut the spots off of a leopard with this thing. I'm telling you, I can cut fish fillet so thin. If you hold it up, you're not even gonna be able to see it's there because it's so thin. That's how thin I can cut it with one of these Rapalas. These are good. These are good fillet knives right here. And the wooden handle ones are the ones you really want. They got the leather sheath. So if you're somebody has asked for a fillet knife for Christmas, do them a favor and go get them one of these Rapalas, please. And better yet, I like the wooden handles, but if they're worried about the wooden handle and the smell of the wooden handle or whatever, get them the plastic or the synthetic ones here, or even one of these if they're specific on size. This is a lot longer one, 12 and 5/8 overall. It's only $10, but in my opinion, these two top ones right here, the fishing fillets, best knives out there for fishing. At least small fish and fish. Okay. SOG, SOGs. Now, I do like SOGs. Some of the first couple knives, I never really bought SOGs, and my brother bought me a SOG for Christmas, and I used that at work every day, cutting shingles, cutting all kinds of stuff when I needed it, and it lasted me for years, literally years. SOG is definitely a top knife in my for the price. And now they have like the SOG Seal FX goes all the way up to $274, but you can get a nice SOG knife for around $50. Now I had the Trident right here. Right here, they're listing them at $94.95. You can find them cheaper than that periodically, but this Trident is a hard working knife. This is an amazing knife. It is assisted opening, so you just kind of push it and it flips open, but mine was partially serrated, and I could do anything with that thing. That was a nice knife. I bought another one after actually I still had it, but it was so wore out, it didn't want to stay closed or something, and I bought another one, but yeah, definitely a nice knife. Excuse me. All right, now we're going over to the Tor knives. I don't know a lot about Tor, but the Field up there, the Field 1.0 up here, this looks really nice. The Raven looks pretty cool. It's $350. They do carry axes. There's the Puma. Puma, I don't know much about them. Console Tool Company, they make decent axes. If you want something just to use around the homestead or on camping trips. This is a big catalog, guys, so don't think like I'm rushing. We're almost 45 minutes into this, so 40 minutes into this. Yeah, it's good to have a knife for every need. Yep. That way you don't have to keep sharpening them. It makes sense, Native Wild Man. They also sell Duke Cannon stuff. Corksicles and a lot of different designs. I like this Irish one here. It's kind of got a Celtic knot on the top, and then they have a Marvels one, Captain America, Captain Marvel, Iron Man, Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, Slytherin, Chewbacca, Boba Fett, Darth Vader, R2D2, Thor, Spider-Man, and Black Panther. And that looks like a poker chip. Black Panthers does. But they're $39.95 for the 24-ounce Marvel tumblers, and they're $37.95 for the 16-ounce tumblers. But they're a lot like Yeti. Night Force scopes range from $3,600 down to $150. And these are just optics for your various things. Now these are multi-tools for gun tools. So you can get them for different models of guns. And some of them even have knives in them. But like this is a 4-in-1 tool for a Glock. So all the tools you would need for a Glock would all be stored into one multi-tool. That's really neat. Here's an AR-15. And the AR-15 multi-tool is $59.99, and the Glock tool is $29.99. I know anyone that has any kind of those would love a multi-tool with their tools in it for Christmas. So that would be an excellent idea. Now on to the Leatherman tools. The Leatherman multi-tools are also a great choice for any handyman or somebody that does a lot of different things or works on. Any guy, I would say, could use Leatherman multi-tool. They range from $49 it says there, up to $179, and they have various tools. But they also have these folding Leatherman scissors, multi-tool scissors, and I'm gonna move this up and we're gonna zoom in on that a little bit. Maybe for anybody that's on the EMS or check this out. Stainless steel construction, 420 HC stainless steel medical shears cut fabric efficiently, come apart for cleaning and maintenance. The strap cutter with locking linear deploys one hand, works when shears are open or closed, and works with aviator style gloves. The ruler, oxygen tank, wrench integrated within the strap cutter. The ring cutter works on most standard gold bands, so you can cut off gold rings with it. Glass-filled nylon handles, replaceable pocket clip, a lanyard hole, 5-inch closed, mole compatible, injection molded glass-filled nylon polymer holster with secure rotating clip, so you can hold it, carry it either way on your belt. And the holster stores shears in open or closed position. So if you're on a call, you can have them open. If you're just kind of walking around the mall, you can have them closed. That is really cool. Ideal for first responders, firemen, and police. $89.95. That's a great deal, guys. If you have somebody that's a first responder or fireman or police, get them those. Raptor Rescue. Size again. Song, that's $625. for a knife you can't even carry. But hey, some people's got it like that. Not me. They range from 150, well, $135 to $625 for Benchmade. So you want a little bling in your pocket? Get you a Benchmade.
Have you heard of QV knives?
QV? Who's Z? Hi, ZJ Black. Who's ZJ Black?
I don't know. They said they was just looking at those at Dunham's when you were talking about
Oh. Hi, ZJ Black. Welcome in. I didn't see you come in. Spider Co. Excuse me. Spider Co. These are great knives. These are also a little on the salty side, but these are 2 inches closed. So 4 inches open, $22. Very small knives. They're called the honeybee. We get that for your small child or something like that. I don't know. 4 and 4.25 inches closed. A lot of people love these knives because of the big holes in them. They are known for that big hole in their blade. People use them to open and close them. They love the way they look. I'm not a Spyderco fan. K-Bar. K-Bar is an excellent knife company. If you can afford a K-Bar, that is definitely a knife you want in your toolbox. The K-Bar fighting knife goes back all the way back to World War II, and it's still made the same way it was back then, both for the U.S. Army and the Marine Corps. And it is an all-around useful knife. You can dig a hole to poop in, and you can clean your whatever you get to eat with, all with the same knife. K-Bar definitely does it all. Now, right beside that is the Ontario Knife Company. The Ontario Knife Company is also another great company you can search for. They have some really neat and unique designs to their knives. You can see this flat Gober and this utility knife here, and this big bellied Skinner right there. That's different. Now, Essie knives. Essie knives are, if somebody wants to buy me one of these Venom green ones, they're only $126, and this orange one's only $145. Definitely a nice knife to have. Hopefully, one of you guys get one of those for yourself. Now, the Outlier Knife Company carries a Fury for $459. Let's check that out. I'm going to zoom in on that a little bit, if I can get to it. Let's see here. All right. Look at that Fury, $459. And it looks nice, doesn't it? It's a lot of money for that knife, but it looks cool. Oh, we've made it to the centerfold, guys. Might have to do another live and yeah, because we're almost an hour into this, and we've made it to the centerfold. Should I go 2 hours, or should I do two lives, both an hour long? That's probably what I'll do. So let's check out the centerfold, guys. Woo! Centerfold time. I love that they send centerfolds. Every time this comes in the mail, the first thing I do is open it up and check out the centerfold. Vitronox, Swiss Army. Let's see if I can zoom out a little bit and get this whole thing. Want to? All right. So Vitronox, not super exciting to me, but this is their Christmas edition. So they put a little, you know, yeah, that's as far as I can get. But maybe if we hold it this this way. There. Now you can see it all. They're showing you that their Swiss Army knives have Christmas things on them. Isn't that exciting? They're $23.99 a piece. They're Christmas Tree Classic, Standard, and Tinker. What's Tinker? The Standard? Oh, this is the Tinker. It's got a screwdriver, another screwdriver. It's called the Tinker. It's $33.99. $34. Hey, Swiss Army knives are made really well. They are. They may not be the best looking knife, but they're definitely, they're nice knives. Yeah, Ontario Knife Company, they make great knives, and they make a lot of their knives out of steel. You have the green SE6? Man, I wish I did. I'm jealous. I want to go back to that. We're gonna go through the other half of this at a later date. You have the 6. Oh, you have the green one of these? Of the orange? Man. I want the SE6. The Junglist 2E is $184. Yeah, SEs are nice knives. I agree. All right, should I do another one later, or should we just take a break and go through the rest of this? Because at the end of this is like, there's a lot of camping or cooking, camping. There's a lot of different stuff at the end of this magazine. We're going to take a 5-minute break, and we'll be right back. Howdy, howdy, fearless rambler. Welcome in. We're taking a little break, and we'll be right back for the rest of this catalog. All right, welcome, welcome, welcome. My earplugs back in so I can hear what I'm saying. Okay. Now that we're back to the case knives, these case knives are embellished with U.S. Army. It says, "I want you." Let's see if I can zoom in here. So you can see there, it says U.S. Army. Then down here are the Navy ones. See if I can get those up. Old Navy knife. And then over here are the United States Marine Corps knives. Get these in here. And these are ranging about $25 to $100. Looks like 146 for the Hunter. I'm not seeing any rust locks though, and I collect the rust locks in case. U.S. Army, go Army, yes. And down here are the Air Force knives that they have. It says U.S. Air Force. I like the little one right here at the bottom. It's embellished, kind of, you can't see it. See if I can zoom in just a little more. Alright, yeah, you can see that probably. See that? Embellishment there on the knife. On this one. $98.99. It's nice though for an Air Force knife. Alright, now we're getting into the kitchen knives. Shrink this back down for you. It doesn't ever want to do what I want it to. Okay, there we go. And we go to the case kitchen knives. These are nice. This whole set's $318, but you get 6-inch boning knife, 8-inch bread knife with the Miracle Edge serration, 8-inch chef's knife, a 9-inch slicing knife, a 3-inch parer, 5.5-inch tomato slicer, a 7-inch santoku, a 10-inch sharpening steel with the walnut stained wood block. And my mom has one of these knives. I just found out at Thanksgiving, and I really liked it. It was the boning knife. Man, it was nice. Yeah, it was super nice. And then they also have the bone stag, 6.5 bone stag over here. These are all bone stag handles. I really like that rust lock. And it has the true sharp surgical steel blade. Most case knives have that true sharp surgical steel blade. And they have brass pins and liners, nickel silver bolsters, and case oval script shields. I really like these rust locks. So this is the style that we collect. They don't make them in every kind, but they're the ones we look for. Now here is the trapper sets, the saw cuts, and they got some Chevy knives. Oh, yeah, they got some Ford knives over here, Mustang knives. They got some dogs up there. Oh, there's a John Wayne stamp. Let's see if I can zoom in on that. That's pretty cool. pushing the wrong button. I'm hitting the... And over here is the case astronaut knife. That's the astronaut knife right there. That's a pretty cool thing. That just came in for SpaceX. I think they designed that for because of SpaceX. It says it was the 50th anniversary of Apollo 11 moon landing with the case astronaut knife on board. So they took this style of knife up with the anniversary of the Apollo 11 moon landing. Apparently. Case leather hunter. Hi, the budget guy. FKT. Old Cold Steel, Old Civivi, Charade, Ontario, K-Bar, Buck, all good brands. Yes, you're correct. All good brands, yeah. There's a lot of good brands out there. It just depends on what you want. Now, Case also sells leather sheaths here and Case hats. I'd love to have a Case logo hat for $16.99. I like the blue and red one. I like the black and red one. I like the black and gray one. But there's also some Case religious knives. Worry less, pray more, trust, a cross, My Shepherd, John 3:16, and Disciple. They're ranging from $59 to $79. There's also some Eucharist and the cross and the Serenity Prayer and a cardinal. And you can get just a red folding hunter with a leather sheath here for $97.99. If you spend $100, you do get the collectible challenge coin. Now, Bucher, a lot of people call it Boker, but it's Bucher. It's Bucher. Bucher, the tree brand. Awesome knives. And look at this. They make some little trappers and stuff, mini trappers and stuff like Case does. $29. Here's the ebony handles for $29 and a Stockman. There's the Congress, the Trapper, Razorback. That's a rare knife. You don't always see razor jacks. That's a nice little style knife right there, razor jack. The Stockman, another razor jack in green. Nice. By Bucher. And here's some more Buchers. Some folders. Mini tracker fixed blade. The Seigen neck knife. $41.56. And that looks sharp. That's a nice looking knife right there. And here's a little karambit. Giant. Knives done right. Buck knives. I have this one right here. See? I have that knife. Took it out. Had it out hunting yesterday. Love it. Wonderful knife. If you can find these black handled knives, this one is BU 13108. BU 13108. Definitely a good knife. Bucks are definitely a good knife. And we just had somebody in the chat coming in saying, yep, Buck's definitely a good knife. Good brand. And here's their linear locks. They got this Buck Highline, which has kind of got that clip point, like the Tonto point. Here's a Yulu Condor is one of the brands I kind of want to check out now. They look like they're going to be a little rough edged, but I think they're going to be well made knives. It's probably not all going to be polished up perfectly, but I think they're going to make nice knives. Condor, they use tool, and they make tools, and they use tool steel. I've not seen any of their knives in person though. Condor. Tops is definitely another top line. Look at this Hazen. That thing always catches my eye every time I see it. I'm gonna zoom in on it over here, just so you can see this Hazen a little closer. Look at that thing. That thing catches my eye every time I see it, but it's $154. And for that price point, there's other knives I'd rather get, but that and this Prather War buoy. This thing, the one right here in the center of this one, that thing is crazy. $172. Tops is definitely a good knife, so if you can afford those, check those out. We have some Prospector stuff up there, Remington knives. These are nice. Stonewash finish, carbon steel blades. If you can get a carbon steel blade, these are nice pocket knives. $19 to $20. Don't hesitate to check that out. All right, let me see here. What? What? Now this is these are wooden signs over here on this side, not the steel signs. They're actually made out of wood and they're Remington. You can hang them in your, your living room or your man cave or your hunting cabin. They got flying targets, which is actually deer jumping. Bobcat, the right of way with Bear Valley. They have all your Zippo products, including, I'm going to show you this a little closer, including these inserts for Zippos. And there's a double arc here. This recharges with a USB cable, so you don't have to put fluid in it anymore. It's battery operated. It just sends two electric arcs across. This is a double green torch, and then they have a single blue torch. The flame just comes out with the push of a button. They also have Zippo candles down here. They have the pouches and a lot of different styles of Zippos, as you can see. Pabst Blue Ribbon, Ford Mustang, Trash Pandas, Pinup Girls, Playboys, Jim Beam, Harley Davidson, commemorative lighters, all kinds of lighters, Zippo lighters. Now we're into the Swiss Army knives, and these are definitely well-made knives. They make multi-tools. They also make a lot of stuff for camping and everyday pocket carry, like fingernail files, scissors, come in most of their stuff, and little toothpicks is what they're known for. And then they come out with all these different styles. So they got a U.S. combat utility knife, Swiss Army knife, the Black Ranger Swiss Army knife. And then we're into the Medford knives. They're $560. And then these are the Microtechs. We got some whittling carving sets down here for $9.99 by Rough Rider. Let's see if we can see that a little bit better. Hi, freaking awesome. Good to see ya. transition here. Do you see it there? SOG makes good knives, but be sure to catch them on sale. I feel they aren't worth the market value. Yes, I completely agree with that, budget guy. I used a SOG knife. Well, I don't know, because I've bought some knives that were fairly expensive, and they just did not work out for me. They either broke right away, like snapped, or just didn't hold up. Their edge didn't hold up like that I thought they should. And the SOG knife stayed sharp, took an edge, and really worked hard for me. So now when I bought them, I think they were around $50, maybe $38, maybe even as low as $20 at some point. But now I see they're a little bit more than that. But if you can get them for $50 and under, I think they're worth it, because they last me years and I worked them to the bone. But I'm going to transition again. Go back to this full screen. Almost, your first wife almost took all your collectibles when you went away for a pool tournament. Yep, that happens, bud. I'm sorry to hear that. I have these old Forge Whittling Fun knife sets. I don't know if I have this set, but I have a set like this with this style handle, and I use them a lot. Queen fixed knives. I think Queen, I don't know, it's your normal stuff. They have all your knife sharpeners in here next. Now, I don't know what kind of knife sharpener you like to use. They do have these mini belt sharpeners, which is what they used on. They use belt sharpeners on Forged in Fire. This puts an edge on pretty quick. And these are $139. And then they have the manual models, which is what I like to use, because I have more control over it. So if you're doing a rough edge, I like using a belt, but on an edge that's already there, I like using a manual. And these are $59, and they kind of got guides in them. It holds your stone and your blade, so it keeps the perfect edge. Now, most of the time, I use this Smith's sharpener up here. I'll zoom in on that, and I'll show you what it looks like. I have two of these, and you put your knife in this piece in here, and the blades go at the right angle of your knife, and it puts the right edge on there with these stones. And there's three different. There's the fine, the more coarse, and the polishing, I guess. So, and they send honing oil. It's $45. If somebody has a knife, if they want a sharpener, this is the system I recommend. Smith sharpeners. That's just what I like. Now, they have the ones that are drag through. Those are kind of, some people like them. They have the stones. But I recommend this, and the item number is SA50595. SA50595. Here's some more sharpening stones, and they even have your strops. If you're looking for strops, they have all the leather strops. They have Coon P, which is just the brand name for knife care. They have the Case Eraser Carbon Steel Care that takes off rust off carbon steel. They have little pocket sharpeners. And they have the tool steels. Now, Rough Rider makes a bunch of pocket knives. I mean, they're $15 knives. That's what they are, and that's what you're going to get. But they have denim micarta, high planes, a lot of different styles. They're decent knives. I mean, somebody would enjoy getting them, especially if it's a younger person. Pins and stuff. Yes, budget guy. That's right. SOG for $42. Good. Yeah, that's a good price. $42. Anything under $50 is a great price for a SOG. And yeah, it worked hard. Oh, bumping the camera. Yeah, because some of these knives, I've bought really expensive knives hoping that they'd last longer than some of these cheaper knives, and they just don't. All you do is tear them up. Highland knives. There's some more Rough Riders. These come in Flower Series, Celestial Series, Tiger Stripes even. There's some exotic trappers with pink pearl. Collectible little knives. They also have some bigger folders there, both in gold and bronze. And they have some fixed blades, big ones. And these are good price knives, $29, $21. Stuff you can take down to the river and beat up if you want. Here's some orange knives, some fake. This one's pretty cool. It's the safety folder. It's one of those that are the knife's bigger than the. Now here's I have quite a few of these marble blades. We have this one, the Camp Cleaver. We have the Sawback. We have the Bolo. We have her. And that's it. We don't have either of these. We don't have the Prang. We don't have the Deep Jungle Bowie. But it's just too big. That's $24.99. It's only 16.5 inches. And it's not really heavy enough for what I'm looking for. It looks like a decent. I like this. I almost got it too. That Damascus fixed blade there at the top with the flat edge. These are all Damascus steel. And they're ranging anywhere from this little wooden Ulu is $24.99. So is this brown cleaver here. And the guys can see these. And see the pattern on there. Doesn't that look nice? With those multiple layers of steel there. And now we're on to Right Edge. Right Edge makes defensive knives, and they're trying to get in on some stuff, but looks like they put some designs on the blades themselves. Maybe a American flag. And they have some miniature helmets there on the top right. The Roman Centurion, the Crusader, the Gladiator, and the Gladiator in copper. Those are $30 a piece. They are real steel, 18 gauge steel. Wooden stands approximately 7 to 8 inches tall on the stand. They're sized for a desk, shelf, or a table display. Then, right below that for $29.99 is a forged pizza axe. Now, isn't that something you guys need in your house? Come out pizza night with an axe to cut it with. The kids would love you forever. Yeah, life hacks. Life hacks freaking awesome. They're life hacks. They also set you can put your own scallops. You can even purchase your own style handle slabs so you can make them however you want. It comes in both stainless steel or Damascus steel blades. You can heat treat them if you want to. You can even heat those up and reforge them if you'd like, and it's a good start. And they start at $9.99. They go up to about $25, which is a great deal for any of those knives. You can get a Sentoku for $21.99. Or a 6 3/4 inch fighter for $12.99. Hen and Rooster. This is what they were saying not to get. Now this Hen and Rooster here, junk. Looks nice, $59.99, but this is textured into the blade. Let me see if I can get it up here. You couldn't even see what I was talking about. You lost me. Yeah, the cold steel shovel, that is nice. You can use that for anything. Digging, cutting. But yeah, these Hen and Roosters, I've seen one of the Hen and Rooster hunters and they weren't bad. It's just that they're stainless steel blades. There's no carbon in them whatsoever. Okay, they're just stainless steel blades. So that's what they are. Hen and Rooster International. Now they do make pretty good knives for the kitchen. I will say that. Then you can buy your mega sets if you want 100 knives at a time. They have fancy linears. I would just stay away from those. Sharp's cutlery. Now I want to say something about Sharp's cutlery. They are cheaper knives, $25, but I bought a Sharp's cutlery. I think it was this one, stacked wood, something like this, and it's a decent knife. The handle, the pommel, and the guard aren't zero tolerance. They could be refined. The blade itself is nice. Okay, it's not the best knife I have, but it's decent. Sharp's cutlery, one of those lower economy brands that isn't too bad. They even have this new black synthetic. I don't know if I'd try that, but the brown pack wood would be nice. The stacked wood would be nice. And the brown wood would be nice. I wouldn't get the stag bone resin either. Whitetail cutlery is okay. Now, Chipaway cutlery is a decent brand. Their handles are all kind of thick, kind of like the Mora knives. And that's kind of their trademark. But they do all these different designs on the handles, like the Sky Dancer and the Spirit Warrior and the Storm Watcher and the Guiding Spirit and the Little Warrior and all this stuff. But the blades are definitely cool. This one, it's got a really neat texture on the top of it for the Guiding Spirit. They come with leather sheaths, and they always have this kind of decorative hash marks on the pommel, the guard, or the spine of the knife. And I have had Chipaway, and they are nice knives. Again, they could be refined a little more. They are handmade. They try to make a bunch of them. And so, you know, there's little things that could be cleaned up, but they're definitely nice knives, and they're definitely worth $25. So Chipaway is another one of those companies you could check out, and they make decent knives. Now, Trophy Stag, Navajo folders, TAC Commander D-Guard fighting knives, TAC Extreme survival knives, TAC Extreme combat knives, TAC Extreme, don't buy. I'm just telling you right now, don't buy TAC Extreme. They're junk. I'm not even joking. Unless you want to throw them at targets. That's about their only thing they're good for. You could buy those axes and use them for throwing at targets. That's definitely what they're worth, is throwing at stuff. And I would make sure they don't have handles on them. Make sure they're like this. That's all one fixed blade tang. Single tang. Solid tang. Full tang. Because all they're really good for is throwing at stuff. Now, Silver Horse, I don't know much about them, but I like the titanium blades they got on some of these Choctaws, and I like the Choctaw design for a folder. They sell the trucks with the trappers that come with them in a lot of different things. They have Hen and Rooster. And then they have some stocking stuffers here. Mini Bowies, they're only 4.5 inches. Lighted magnifying glasses. The Firecracker, which is a Bic lighter holder with a pocket clip and a knife. All in one. Tactical stockings, which are pretty cool for $7.99. Here's a clean cut razor knife by Red Ryder. Here's the stainless steel melon tester. It's got real long blades for testing watermelon, $7.99. Then your combat ready monkey fist, which is basically paracord with a steel ball inside. And then you have the CRKT eating tools for $5.99. That's a spoon, a fork, and tools all in one. High velocity folding slingshot, $4.99. All really good stocking stuffers for sure. And then you got, of course, your beer belts for $19.99. Your beer bong, which is a tab and a punch, so you can shotgun your beers. Then you got beer hats and 20-ounce tumblers. It says this is the good shit. Hangover cure. White lightning. And buffalo horn drinkware, $19.99. That's pretty cool. And then all your tin signs. Vegetarian. Loose translation of the old Indian word for bad hunter. Is there life after death? Trespass and find out. Bob Ross for president. Make your world happy again. Never apologize and never explain. It's a sign of weakness. John Wayne. So a lot of cool. Welcome, smile, and wait for the flash. You're on camera. Turn in your weapons. The greatest. The government will take care of you. It says, turn in your weapons. The government will take care of you. Yeah. Ah. And then there's they got leather sheaths and nylon sheaths for like your machetes. They also have multi-packs. You can put all your collector knives in, keep them safe. Padded knives, storing or taking them to swap meets or your knife swap shows. They also have your Victronox Swiss Army kitchen sets. Now the kitchen set for the Swiss Classic block set is $3.59 for 22-piece set and $2.49 for a 15-piece set. But that would all be in your Swiss Army. A 4.5-inch serrated utility knife, 4.5-inch steak knife, a 5-inch chef knife, a 6-inch boning knife, an 8-inch chef knife, an 8-inch carving knife, a 7-inch Granton Edge Santoku, an 8.25-inch bread knife, a 10.25-inch slicing knife, kitchen shears, and a 10-inch honing knife. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's the 15-piece set. But it says